Traffic update at 11:06 from the PennDOT Information Center. I'm Kathy Bergman on Pittsburgh's official traffic station, News Radio 1020 KDKA.
10:49 on Mangino, and for Marty back here tomorrow. Make sure you listen to the KDKA Morning News between 5 and 6 this week for a chance to win admission to the Jack Reacher premiere on Saturday, December 15th, too. It's happening at the Southside Works. Winners will be asked to meet in advance to take a bus to the theater. If you're not a winner, you can still come down to the Southside Works for red carpet festivities. That's happening on Saturday. All right, more of your calls about today being Wiz Khalifa Day. Are you more likely or less likely to vote for Bill Peduto? Is he winning your vote? Has he earned it? Or are you thinking there's no way you're voting for him now? 866-391-1020. Let's go to Bling Ray in Wilkinsburg. Good morning, you're on KDKA.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, how are you? Yes.
Yeah. Hey, it's good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
Great. Yeah, I was just happened to catch your catch the discussion going on, and yeah, I'm a hip hop artist, Pittsburgh hip hop artist for legendary for quite a few years, and I had a nice point that I wanted to take light of on this whole subject.
Okay.
And which I'm actually in agreement with, and not so much in agreement with the all the the extra critical analyzing of his whole character, Wiz Khalifa and whatnot, but in all actuality, I'm feeling at the point that I don't agree with this whole day. But my whole point, there was another community leader I was just speaking with yesterday, and he brought up a point that was very valid, because I didn't really hear about this whole thing until I just heard about this actually yesterday, was brought to my attention. But right away when I heard his point, I agreed with him, and he was saying that this guy doesn't really deserve to have his own day. Come on, he doesn't even do anything to give back to the community.
Right.
And he's become a millionaire now, and come on, what is he doing? Like, as far as I know, and I know that this guy's a community leader. If anything, he would know if this guy was giving back to the community. Like, what's going on? I remember he made a point. Like, what's going on with the one of the football teams, or the cheerleaders getting, you putting in a little effort to help out the cheerleaders get uniforms, or football teams get, uniforms or something like that. Something to give back to,
Well, it's possible that he is doing it and not wanting to have the notoriety from doing it, where he is just like a secret Santa kind of a giver, where he doesn't want anybody to know. That's possible.
Yeah, because if he is, I'd like to know that.
Yeah, well, right now, all we do know about him is what he wants to put forward, and what he wants to put forward is that he's nothing more than getting high.
Yeah, that's definitely a big agenda of his. And I have another point, that I personally feel that as far as putting him out there like that on this pedestal and whatnot. I mean, I believe him and his management staff back in the early days before, because I was following him, before he, of course he was like an underground artist making mixtapes, and his first album, which was Show and Prove, this guy, he on his album, he was basically like, putting a little Pittsburgh promotion in there, just out of the fact that the Steelers were like basically, and you made this point yourself, that the Steelers, it was like a good, little promotion, like
right, with the whole black and yellow thing, and I get that, yeah.
Well, this is before black and yellow,
right?
This is when he first, back in 2005, 4 or 5, and he was like doing the whole, the Steelers was like getting pretty hot with going back to the Super Bowl and whatnot, or getting close to the Super Bowl, and it was like this promotional thing, and I was on it too, but I've always been promoting, Pittsburgh Steelers, and just my hometown period, just out of, the being from the community and my love for Pittsburgh and whatnot.
Okay, well, listen, I'm glad that he is, the songs are doing well. I mean, he's making a lot of money, and in America, you can do that with the skill set that he has and what he's been able to do. Make it. And You can do whatever you want to, and if you're willing to run the risk of getting busted by the police for what it is that you want to do, and you're willing to pay the cost, you can do that too. Just don't expect me to support the idea of members of council proclaiming this to be his day. Bling, I'm glad you called in. Thank you. A couple more before we wrap this up. Let me see if I can get to Ed in Greentree. Good morning. You're on KDKA.
I think the question is what you said, Robert, is why the council would pick this person to give a day to when you have so many other people that I just looked in the paper this morning. Look at the local news B section, and there's a Marine on the cover from Fox Chapel receiving the Silver Star for protecting his unit in Afghanistan the other day. He saved I don't know how many of his men, but he took out a machine gun nest, and he was awarded a Silver Star down in Soldiers and Sailors Hall yesterday. And nothing is said. So it's who they choose to honor. And when you have young men like this, he's from Fox Chapel. He went to Fox Chapel School, and his parents are still living out in Moon. I don't know if you have to be within the city limits, and that's probably what you were saying. They're pandering to the people in the city who vote, because the city is becoming more and more urban.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, because I'm running out of time. I have to get to the news here, and I'm glad you called in, Ed. The issue of this proclamation and what they decided to do, I mean, just absolutely a horrible idea. I don't think they thought it was going to come off this bad, but it did. And I wish they would do something to fix it, but I have no faith that they will. Stick around. News is coming.
The Inside Story. KDKA.
Remember the great diners? Sure, they're all over the place. But how many diners have great food? Not just burgers.
Jammed up with a detainer down at ACJ. Cold blood, laid flat. The steel curtain couldn't top that. Fast life, flip birds. What y'all really know about Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh. Still hot, not commercial. Pittsburgh, I run it, yo. I'm the reason y'all even know. Renegade, pack heat, sunroof, power seats. J-Town, my streets, the real prince, the real chief. Money trail of Wiz Khalifa, Big D, Aliquiva. They packaged him in a Steeler bag. They saw me shining and stole my swag. The Super Bowl was a perfect route. They sabotaged me and tried to cut me out. The streets need me, how about that? Signed for 2 years and bounced right back. Pittsburgh, what you know about Pittsburgh? What you know